Lawrence, President of Next Sports, excited to bring you a Season 3 recap of the circuit. We just brought close to another amazing season of some of the best talent, best coaches in the top national teams in the country. And so we'll first want to recognize our champions. At 2029, we had Red Hots National win the championship this year.
Listen, this has been 3 years we've been battling for this. Great job. Bring it in.
Let's go, boys. Let's go, boys.
Hots on 3. 1, 2, 3.
Hots!
They battled the last couple years against Nationals, never coming out on top. This year, amazing game against Nation's Best in the championship. Awesome game at Bryant University. Nolan Mountain, shout out, MVP goalie for Red Hots. So that's our 2029 champions, Red Hots National. In the next division down, the 2030s, want to shout out Nationals. They are now back-to-back champions. So having won it last year at Penn Park, now again this year, a formidable national team. Want to give a shout out to their MVP, which I thought was great. A defensive guy, Finn McDonald, gets the nod for them from their coaching staff as the MVP. So Nationals wins it at the 2030 age group. At 2031, we have Red Hots again winning the championship. Ryan Chun, probably one of the best young Fogos in the country, MVP for Red Hots at that 31 age. Again, epic run to get to that point. And so again, huge shout out to Red Hots for winning that 31 championship. And then finally, at our youngest age, the 32s, we had the Nationals beating out Nation's Best in that final championship. Their first year in the circuit, put together just an amazing team. I want to shout out their MVP, Tommy Woodcock. Dad helps coach the team. Shout out to Coach Woodcock as well. A lot of times in this day and age, kids choose to play down and reclass. Tommy is actually a two-time MVP. He chose to play up when he wasn't even old enough to play in the circuit. This year actually played with his 32 age group, what has always been his natural age, and helps that team win, again, Nationals, the circuit championship. So he is actually a two-time MVP. So I want to shout out my boy, Tommy Woodcock as well. It's been an amazing season. Again, so many great and talented players. And one of the things we did this year with the circuit is we added a second team All-American at the encouragement of the coaches. We just have so many talented, high-performing players. Not everybody's recognized, and it's not a perfect science, doing all this hard work to keep the statistics. But I think it was really nice to be able to recognize another group of 48 players, to be circuit All-Americans. So we have that first team, we have the second team, and we have an honorable mention team. So many talented players being recognized. And what I think is going to be special is this year now, the 27s, who were that original team in the circuit, we have some players like George Caldroni, who was a circuit All-American, who's become one of the top offensive players in the country. And so on September 1st, shortly thereafter, we're going to see guys like that really helped put the circuit on the map. So again, I want to be able to shout out a guy like George Caldroni at IMG, who's really tearing it up and is one of the best 27s and was one of those OG pioneer circuit All-Americans that helped create this event and make it one of the most competitive events in the country. We had some Jim Brown Man of the Year guys for doing their community service and leadership. I think that's, again, a special trophy that those guys, I hope, will be proud to display on the bookshelves in their rooms. We recognize those guys, through social media, but that is important, to the circuit as well, that we have guys giving back in the community. And I encourage more players who play in the circuit and in other clubs, to be great in the classroom, be great on the lacrosse field, but also give back in the community. And so, again, it was nice to recognize those. But Circuit Season 3 was really an amazing season. Nike, thank you for being a sponsor, and taking care of the All-Americans and making that final Memorial Day weekend, which is really the pinnacle of lacrosse, that championship weekend. And so shout out to Brad Ross and Bryant University, best in class facilities, great host institution. We were so excited to be at Bryant, and Bryant delivered for our families and just created this college game day experience that we want to be a part of the circuit. So thank you, Coach Ross and the Bryant Bulldogs. And any recruits that are out there looking, take a look at Bryant because they have best in class lacrosse facilities. And then lastly, just want to shout out my team at Next, for, again, going to Capelli, Session 1, going down to Naples, going up to Bryant University, and so I just want to thank our team for putting in all their hard work as well to make Circuit Season 3 a really special and memorable season. And we're looking forward to Season 4.